Welcome to IndieWhat. This is Keenan bringing you the information you need to know on games in the indie genre. This time we'll be taking a close look into FEZ from the Polytron Corporation. FEZ is available on PC, Linux, and Mac for $9.99, as well as the Xbox Live Arcade for 800 Microsoft points. FEZ is a platform game and a platform game only. Although it is presented in a 2D world, there is one neat mechanic added into the mix. Unlike other 2D games, in FEZ you are able to rotate your perspective of the world, simulating a 3D environment. Without utilizing this major feature, you would be unable to accomplish the simple task that FEZ presents to you. The first flaw I see in FEZ is apparent from the get-go. There's a huge lack of story or any real character development. You play the game as a white blob boy named Gomez. As the preview states, Gomez believes he lives in a 2D world until he acquires the almighty FEZ. Once this is acquired, you're able to use the 3D shift that encompasses all this game really has to offer. Don't worry about any spoilers in this review because really there are none. Immediately after gaining the FEZ, this mysterious artifact called the hexahedron bursts into much smaller cubes. Thus enter the plot. Collect the cubes and save the world. So, you set on your quest of collecting a total of 32 cubes, semi-aided by a floating hypercube. In this quest, you run, jump, and shift the perspective and sometimes pick some objects up. Repeat for 6 hours and you have the game as any casual gamer would approach it. However, there are also 32 anti-cubes for you to gather for the truly dedicated. Some of these are easy to find, and others require puzzles so complex to complete, you have to have either Googled it or have made the game just to solve them. There is a world map of sorts to aid you on your adventure, and it is helpful to an extent. Gratefully, once you enter a new area, it will tell you what there is to find in that section of the map, including secrets. It also informs you on how many locations you can travel to from that segment. However, it does not give you a clear direction to go, so to expertly move from one location to another, a player has to basically memorize what door takes you where. When trying to move with a purpose through the different areas, it can get annoying when you stumble through the wrong door and have to retrace your steps just to locate the actual place you want to go. With that being said, I played FEZ with a limited knowledge from Google that there was an alphabet, number system, and directional cues that mainly aid in collecting the anti-cubes. I was under the assumption that I would be slowly, and maybe subtly, nudged in how to figure these intricacies out. Unfortunately, this was not the case. Unless you know exactly what area to look in and what to look at, you could go through the game clueless, as I did. Maybe I'm not smarter than the average bear, but I found it truly annoying that a game would not be all-inclusive and drive me to seek help on the World Wide Web. I find puzzles that cryptic are wasted on a vast majority of players, since it would be much more rewarding to lead the player into solving it on their own, rather than looking to their peers. Though I do still have to give credit where credit is due. The environments you run through are very well developed and detailed even for the retro-style graphics. On top of that, the painstaking work that was taken to allow you to rotate the environment is admirable. The music and the sounds are some of the most satisfying to listen to that I've encountered in any game. A simple turn of a rotating platform produces a satisfying chunk noise, and blowing up a destructive piece of the world definitely brings you back to the 16-bit era of gaming. Also, some of the relatively simple puzzles will make anyone feel accomplished when they discover how something new works. Still, as popular as FEZ has come to be, I have a firm belief that most of the praise comes from peer-to-peer hype that FEZ is supposed to be a good game. The player very rarely interacts with any other characters, and none of the beautiful environments have any background as to why they exist. You really just trot through the areas happy-go-lucky, not giving a damn. So much beauty is wasted with the empty hole hungry for plot and worthwhile characters. A Gomez driven by some mad lust to collect cubes over and over just wasn't enough. So, to say the least, FEZ does contain a fantastic environment. The music and sound effects are great and play a significant part to the game. However, the gameplay is incredibly repetitive and gets old unless you're truly driven to get the basic 32 cube ending. And once again, it really could have used a decent thought out story rather than claiming ambiguity. Even with the incredible meta score of 91 out of 100, I have to give FEZ an honest rating of 2 out of 5. For most players, you'll play the game, beat it in 6 hours, move on, and forget. But it is a good title for those who thoroughly enjoy early 90s games. Thanks for watching this segment of IndieWhat. That's all I've got for you this time. Catch me on the next review where I'll look into another platformer, Rogue Legacy from Cellar Door Games. Until next time, this is Keenan saying it's been real, and I'm out.